Welcome back to the Little Marketing Podcast. So today we're going to talk about something that may just save you time, money, and frustration in your marketing. It's something that we see all the time, and not just with small businesses, but with big brands as well. They get caught up in the excitement of actually doing marketing before they've even figured out what they should be saying. They start running ads, they start posting on social media, they're launching their website, they're printing flyers, all before they've defined their positioning. And then when the results don't come, they're left wondering why it's not working. So today we're going to unpack why that happens, what positioning really means, and how you can get it right before investing another dollar into your marketing. The cost of skipping positioning. So here's the thing, marketing without a positioning is kind of like driving somewhere without knowing the destination. You're moving, you're busy, but you're not really going anywhere specific. We've seen a lot of small businesses fall into this trap. They get excited, and I get it, marketing is the fun part. It's creative, it's visible, and it's feeling like progress. But then after spending thousands on social media ads, new logos, a website design, and maybe even SEO, they look back and they realize that none of that actually worked. There's no new customers, there's no real growth, there's just a lot of activity happening. It's not that their marketing channels failed, it's that their message wasn't clear in the beginning. They hadn't yet defined what they stand for, who they help, or why they're different to the competition. Without that foundation, all your marketing is just guesswork, and that's where all of the wastage happens with energy, time, and money. What positioning really means. So what exactly do we mean when we're talking about positioning? Positioning is all about how your business sits in the minds of your customers and clients in a way that's different to your competition. It's about asking 5 simple but powerful questions. What do you do? Who do you help? Where do you do it? Why are you the expert? And why are you different? When you can confidently answer those, you've built a positioning, a foundation that's then going to guide everything else that you communicate through your business. So let me give you an example. You could be a local accounting firm and you say, we do tax returns. Or you could say that we're Sydney's accounting firm for small businesses. And if you're deciding which one stands out more, it's the second one because it's clear, it's specific, and it tells your audience exactly what you do, who you do it for, and why you're different to the competition. Positioning is going to be the difference between blending in and being remembered. Positioning before promotion. So once you've nailed your positioning, now you can start thinking about what marketing activities you should be doing. Things like Google Ads, social media, SEO, and email marketing. Because now all of those activities are going to be guided by something meaningful. Your content is going to be more focused and your messaging is going to be more consistent. Now you can start communicating some real value, showing your clients and your customers why you're different and how you solve their problems. Consistency with your positioning is key. It's not enough to just say it once. You need to say it over and over across every platform and in every touch point. That's how your positioning statement is going to stick in the minds of your customers and your clients. So before you jump into another marketing activity, make sure you ask yourself, have I clearly defined what I want people to think of when they hear my business name? If your answer is no, then that's where your focus should be first. How to build your positioning statement. So how do you actually build your positioning? I'm going to go through a simple framework to help you. We help specific audience achieve specific result or outcome through your product or service because your difference or reason why. You want it to be clear, you want it to be relatable, and you want it to be human. Once you've created yours, put it to the test, tell your team, put it on your website, put it on your socials. If it feels natural and reflects who you are, then you're on the right track. Common positioning mistakes. So before we wrap up, I just wanted to quickly talk about some common mistakes that small businesses make with their positioning, and also how you can avoid them. Mistake number 1 is being too vague. So saying things like, we help businesses, without specifying who or what problem you solve. So to fix that, Be specific about your audience and the result that you deliver. Mistake number 2 is copying your competitors. So just because another business positions themselves one way, it doesn't mean that it's going to work for you. So to fix that, focus on your unique strengths and what makes your approach different to the competition. And mistake number 3 is failing to consistently communicate positioning. So you might have a strong positioning statement, but if it's not reflected across all of your marketing channels, it's not going to stick in the minds of your customers and your clients. So to fix that, ensure that your messaging, your visuals, and all of your touch points reflect your positioning consistently. Positioning is powerful, so take the time to get it right, and then every marketing dollar you spend after that is going to be much more effective. So if you think about your current marketing, if one of your customers or your clients saw one of your social ads, saw one of your Google ads, or saw your website today, would they understand straight away what you do, who you help, and why you're different? So if we wrap up today's episode, before you rush into your marketing activities, slow down and make sure that you've defined your positioning first. Because marketing without positioning is just noise. But marketing built on positioning is how you're going to cut through. You don't need the biggest budget, the flashiest ad. You just need clarity, confidence, and consistency in who you are and who you help and why you're different. If you found today's episode helpful, please share it with a fellow small business owner who may need the reminder. As always, the episodes are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. If you want to find out more, feel free to head to our socials. You can visit our website at littlemarketing.com.au or send us an email at ask@littlemarketing.com.au.
Please note that all the information provided on this podcast is general in nature and is not intended to be specific advice to your individual situation. Please be sure to engage a professional for a customized approach to your business and personal circumstances.